Hi, welcome to In and Around Computer. In this video, we are going to see the differences between Django and Flask frameworks. We can also see which framework is best for you. Before going to that, we can see the disadvantages and advantages of both the frameworks. First, we can see the advantages of Django. This is fast, that is, it was designed to create a web application as quickly as possible. So it's ideal for developers working against tight production and release deadlines. This is full featured, that is, this Django includes plenty of features that you might need in your web app, from user authentication to RSS feeds, that is the notification feature, that is really simple syndication feeds. This which is a notification features that you may need in a web app, and this Django is scalable. This is designed to accommodate heavy traffic demands, and this Django offers versatility. Whether your web app is designed for content management, complex computing, or anything in between, this Django can handle it. And this is secure, that is, it comes with all the security features needed to protect your web application. So this is about the these are all a few advantages of this Django. Even though Django is fully featured and secure everything, it also has disadvantages. This Django is not for small projects. That is, Django comes as a full package, so there's no way to separate anything out of that package if you need only few features. So we cannot separate out anything if you need just only few features. This Django runs in Python, that is, this is written in Python, so which is fine if you already know the language. The problem is that many developers are well versed in Ruby, JavaScript, etc. So this is also one of the disadvantage. And this Django is opinionated, that is, framework is opinionated, that is, it means it is not possible to use Django in a way other than what was intended by its designers. That is, doing so will lead to a lot of extra work. So more than the way that was intended by its designers, this Django cannot be used in other way. So this Django is opinionated. And now we can move to the advantages of this Flask. This Flask offers more flexibility, that is, compared to this opinionated Django framework, where it is not flexible to our different working style. This Flask is more flexible to different working styles and approaches to web app development. And this has more database support, that is, because Flask has no default model, it inherently supports multiple types of databases. This makes database easier to integrate into Flask application. And this Flask is easier to use for small applications. That is, if you are looking to design a relatively simple web app with few static pages, this Flask will make your life easier than Django. So this is all the these are all the advantages of this Flask. And now we can also see the disadvantages. This is not suitable for complex systems. That is, if you're trying to build a complex web app with lot of dynamic pages, then this is not the right framework to use. So over time, the maintenance cost and efforts will be much higher compared to the Django. So which is that Django is better suited for large projects. And this Flask has less support than Django. That is, there is not there is no larger community of developers to answer the questions when you run into a problem with your Flask application. So but the communities and documentation out or simple, little so smaller and harder to find compared to the Django support resources. So compared to this Django, this Flask has the communities and documentation smaller. Now we can see which one should you use, and when you can use a Django when you are working on a large project and your deadlines are a driving factor. You want a one-stop solution that includes security and database management. And when you want to scale up to a more complex app later on, or you need more online and community support. So when you have these cases or scenarios, you can go for this Django, and you can go for this Flask framework when you're working on a smaller, simpler web app an application, and when you need more coding flexibility, or when you want to incorporate more extensions and customized elements, and when you need API support in your web app, or you want more control over the database communication. So these are the cases where you will go for this Flask framework. So hope you understood when to go for this Django and when to go for this Flask. Subscribe to my channel if you feel contented. Like and share my videos with your friends.